Hi, I'm Michelle. In case you're new here, today I'm going to create this look in a chatty get ready with me using my I Need a Nude by Natasha Denona. Try again. Today's video is a chatty get ready with me full face. I'm going to do my entire face of makeup, including this look using the new I Need a Nude palette. So if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned for getting into it now. Hi friends, I'm back today with a little chatty, get ready with me, a little bit of a where have I been update and what you can expect in the coming future. But I am going to just play with some new makeup and put on my face and chit chat with you. I am going to talk a little bit about the products that I'm using too. All right, I literally haven't done anything. I'm going to start off with my under makeup moisturizer. I love this lotion, this face lotion from Clinique, because it is very lightweight, and because I live in a very humid climate, I don't want something that provides a whole lot of moisture. I just want something that's going to be enough of a moisture barrier to keep my skin from feeling dry when I apply my makeup, and something that's not going to really be too dewy for me, especially throughout the day, because with the humidity here in Texas, like, yeah, no girl, I can't. I can't with that. So I'm gonna put on a couple of squirts of that. I started with that. Okay. I already have something else on my neck, so I'm not gonna bring it down right now. Did I not have the lid on this? I don't know. Anyway. I literally haven't done anything. I haven't fixed my hair. I haven't, like, nothing on. I've got nothing on. While that's soaking in, let me just tell you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this nail polish here from the Barbie set for the first time. It's called Bon Voyage to Reality. This is in my recent Ulta haul, along with a bunch of palettes and stuff that I picked up. So if you missed that video, I'll be sure to link that up here in the eye and down below in the description box in case you're interested in checking that out. So you can see what kind of stuff that I'll be incorporating into my videos in the coming weeks. Speaking of my videos, okay, now that my lotion has kind of set in for a little bit, let me clip my hair back because we're about to get down to business. Speaking of my videos, I didn't mean to just drop off the way that I did. I'm going to use my Rare Beauty Pore Blurring Primer. Just using a little bit because I'm going to only put it right here where I have pores and some fine lines, and then a little bit right here. All right. Anyway, the last time that we spoke, I was going to be doing some back to school shopping, both for supplies and clothing. We're now a month later. Like, it's been almost a month. I think it's been like 3 weeks or so. Yeah, so we started school like right after that. I had to get him ready. So like, I'm getting ready for school, I feel like, too. But anyway, I got him ready for school, and then I expected to have, like, I thought that I would have a lot more time to film when he went back to school, because the house would be still and quiet again. And I didn't take into account the fact that I want him to take his phone with him to school now. He's getting a lot older. And not only that, but yeah, there's just, you know, things that he needs to contact me for and stuff sometimes. Yeah, long story short, he started taking his phone with him, and I don't have any other filming equipment set up. So then I thought I would be able to like film in the evenings when he got home, and I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. So that's what I was trying to do. But then literally while he was gone, like at school, and while I didn't have a phone to film with, I started just doing a bunch of stuff around the house. And long story short, I was doing some decluttering, and I was going to go and take a load of the decluttered items to donation. Well, I drove into my garage door. That's right, I broke my house. I drove into my garage door. I broke my house. I broke my car. Yeah, it's been real fun times with that. So like, thankfully, you know, my husband tries to be handy. I say try because whether he knows what he's doing or not, he gives it a valiant effort and he'll like try to learn what it is that he needs to do. But sometimes he cuts corners. And so, you know, because he doesn't have the knowledge behind the reasoning for why they do things a certain way, sometimes he'll try to cut corners and it doesn't always turn out exactly the way it should. But anyway, he was able to kind of like fix the door again to where we could at least close the garage door. My gosh, it was so bad. I destroyed my car. So we got to take my vehicle to get some very expensive repairs now. Yeah. So my vehicle is now, I got a fluff from the brush or something stuck to my face. Okay. So now my vehicle is in, okay, there we go. So now my vehicle is in need of expensive repairs, which is never fun. Like that's never ideal, right? Anyway, so yeah, after that happened, we spent some time. Why is there so much fluff on this brush? What is happening? Is it shedding? Is it dusty in here? I think this brush is shedding. Oh no, I haven't had it that long. Look at that. I really liked, hold on, let me see if you can see it. Can you see the little hairs there? I don't know, but this brush is shedding. This is why I don't like IT Cosmetics brushes. This was the one that I thought I'd give a try after a long time of, like, I don't like their face brushes because they seem like they're going to be good, but they don't hold up. This is shedding so bad. That's not okay. I'm going to have to retire this brush. Anyway, let me get something for my bronzer. Yeah, so, where was I? Yeah, okay, so after I broke my house, we were working on that in the evenings, and like, by we, I mean he. You know, he was like doing a lot of banging and stuff that week, and so I couldn't really film because he was making a lot of noise after work, which is after school, and that's what I would have been filming. Anyhow, I'm still using shade 2, although it is a little bit too warm for me right now because my undertone has gotten a little bit more cool with my tan. But I decided I didn't want to buy a whole brand new product just for a better shade match because like I'm not this dark for very long, you know, just during the summer. If I happen to get out and get some sun, which this summer I have been kind of a lot. It's been nice. Anyway, yeah, so things have been a little hectic around the house with like house repairs and stuff. And then literally after we got the garage door opened, let me tell you what I woke up to like 2 days later. Okay, so keep in mind, this is like, okay, no, that took a week. That actually took the first week of where I was. Okay, and so then the second week, I thought, okay, now this week I'll be able to film during the evenings or whatever when my son gets home from school. But let me tell you what happened then. Oh my God, okay. Also, I'm gonna go back into my original CoverGirl that I got like a real bad I got some bad hard pan in because I applied this to help like keep my makeup on when I was in 105 degrees Fahrenheit weather of a concert, which I think is like, I don't know, 37 or 40 degrees Celsius is what I heard. Anyway, yeah, so I ended up getting a new one in a haul that I had recently. I don't even think I filmed this because I got like some more makeup after my last haul and I wasn't able to film it because I didn't have any equipment. Yeah, but anyways, so now I'm using a new one. And you know what I noticed? Like they have different packaging. They changed the exterior. Like this one has a little bit of like a clear bubble look to it. And this one is just straight up pink plastic. I think they're both cute. I'm not sure which one I like more, but I appreciate that I can tell by looking at the container which one is my new one and which one is my old one. So now I leave the one with hard pan, which is the one that is in my panning project still. I leave the one with hard pan in my purse for on the go. And to be quite frank, like, I don't touch up my makeup. I really don't. Like that time in the heat, it was because I was at a concert and I was outside and I really needed to touch up that day, but I typically don't touch up my makeup. So this hasn't been getting a lot more use anymore, but because of the hard pan, I don't know, I thought that was kind of gross. I don't really know about hard pan that much, but I decided to just pick up a fresh one. So this is the one that I'm working on now. I probably should have gotten a darker one, but I really like this powder to set my face. I haven't tried the one that is like, I don't know, the age blurring or something like that. And that's because I can't use vitamin C products. I forgot to do any concealer. And actually, I want to use a new concealer. This is like darker. Actually, I think it might be a little bit too dark for under my eyes. I think this would be better for spot concealing, but because I already powdered my face, I forgot that I wanted to use this. I'll just save this for like some other time when I'm trying to go a full glam beat. Right now, I'm just like trying to do a daily makeup look, and I don't really care if like my blemishes are showing, you know, I really don't. Anyway, I mean, I want to put makeup on them, but like if they poke through a little bit, like it's fine. I've got freckles everywhere. It doesn't matter. I am going to do a little bit of my Huda Beauty concealer, just a little bit right here for like a little bit of color correcting effect. This has like the slightest peachy undertone, which is not my undertone. And so it does end up helping to brighten up some of the darkness that I have naturally from my freckles, like right under my eyes. Okay, so for under my eyes, I really like the Jumbo Worker. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Jumbo Worker. I really, really like this brush for under my eyes. Anyway, so let me get back to the trail of BS that has been going on in my life. Speaking of trail, yeah, that's exactly what was happening next. I woke up like the following week and I had gotten him to school, and then I got home and I walked into a huge, massive swarm of fire ants and some other kind of like little black ant. So I had 2 teams of ants that swarmed into my house, and they were all like going to this one spot, but it was a huge trail through my whole kitchen. And they were also swarming my dog's food bowls and their water. They were like making a chain to go into the water. Like, it was unbelievable. So I basically spent that week, it was literally 3 to 4 days, okay? While I waited for the exterminator to come to my house to take care of the freaking ants, I spent 3 to 4 days, I kid you not, every hour and a half, except for at nighttime when I slept, but every hour and a half, I would go back into the kitchen with my flame torch, okay? You know those like long lighters for the candles? I don't have any candles in my house, but I do have those long lighters. I can't even remember why I had them. I think it was from when we went camping. Anyway, and so I was using one of those to literally burn all of the fire ants that were invading my house. Let me get my eye primer. Okay, now I'm gonna, actually, I don't want to do my eye primer yet because I'm gonna should I create a look? I am gonna create a look today for the first time on my channel with the I Need a Nude palette. It's not going to be my first time to use it, but it is going to be my first time to use it on my channel. And that's because, again, let me get back to the story. So let me do my brows because that's what needs to happen before I can do my eyes. Anyway. Okay, so I recently picked up this L'Oreal of my recent haul that I didn't film a video for. This was one of the items. I picked up this L'Oreal brow styler, and I have to say I like it more than this Too Faced, whatever this one is called here, that I had hauled in my summer beauty that was on sale for half price. Now, I don't like the spoolie on this one. This one is from L'Oreal, whatever this one is called. I'll be sure to link all the products that I'm using, not link, list. I'll be sure to list all the products that I'm using down below in the description box so you can know like everything that I'm talking about. And everything that I used or whatever. But this Too Faced one, I love the spoolie. And I do like the formula of the product, but it's just, wrong side. It's just too warm. I don't know if you can tell, but it's just too warm for the color of my hair and like on my head too. And so I just don't think it looks good. I really like this L'Oreal one as far as the shade goes. And it wears really well. I like the really, really small tip. I feel like it helps me just have a little bit more of a delicate look, because the Too Faced one, maybe I was also just trying to compensate for the fact that the color was off, but the Too Faced one just made my brows look too intense. Anyways, so I don't like the spoolie on this one at all. But if you have a good spoolie and you can overlook that the spoolie isn't good, or maybe it's good if you have like sparse brows. But for me, with my really, really thick brows that are coarse and like kind of stubborn about which way they want to face, especially since I sleep on my face on the pillow, and it's kind of early in the morning still. So my hairs are a little bit like, anyway, yeah, so anyways, my point is I really like this brow pen, like the pencil part, but not the spoolie. So that's why I was using the spoolie of this side. But yeah, anyways, so I was battling ants for like 3.5 days. I could have burnt my house down, okay? Like seriously. I was afraid I was going to start the house on fire. I have char marks on my baseboards from where I was literally singeing all of this like line of ants that kept traveling in, and I couldn't figure out exactly where they were coming from. And I was trying to keep my dogs out of the kitchen, but I didn't want to like move their food. Like I had to throw out their food, you know, and they eat farmer's pet. So like, you know, that like farmer's dog or whatever, it ain't cheap. Okay, it ain't cheap. Anyway, I had to throw out all their food, not like the one that was in the fridge, but like all the food that was in their bowl. And like it was just a mess. I had ants everywhere. It was a mess. I was afraid to cook. And it was just horrible. And so I thought it was just going to be because I'm using I Need a Nude lip liner. This is also my newest one. I think this is in the shade Dana. It's so dark though, I can't really tell right now. So again, look down in the description box if you're curious for shade names. But this one's more like a warm brown, and my other one is a little bit more cool tone. The Stormie is more cool tone. This one is a warm brown. I should probably do a dedicated video using this just so you could see the difference in the colors. But anyway, right now I'm just putting it on. Anyhow, so like, yeah, it was just a big mess. It was a big mess, but finally, thankfully, somebody came and, where's my under eye thing? Somebody came and exterminated and got rid of them. Like it took about 1.5 days for them to completely go away, but they did go away. I was still like burning them with a flame, like the lighter flame while I was waiting for them to go away. But like he took care of the actual problem from where they were coming in from the outside too. And so anyways, yeah, that took up literally a whole week, because after that I could not move for like 3 days. I was so sore. Let me tell you, I felt like I had been climbing a cliff. I felt like I had been rock climbing. That's what I felt like when I went rock climbing years ago. It's been a while since I've been, but anyway, I was so sore. I could not believe how sore I was. And that was because I was literally like hunched over, crouched down, like burning ants, and up on my tippy toes the whole time because I didn't want to have more foot down to where there was more area that ants could get on me and attack me while I was trying to attack them, because like it was an onslaught and they were getting wise to me and they were like regrouping and coming from other directions. And I was like, if you saw, like if I had video footage of what I looked like trying to battle those ants, you would be you would be laughing. Anyway, let me finish bronzing my face and get on with the look. Yeah, so what happened after that? After the ants, then it was like me trying to recover, and then yeah, so then after that I just kind of got used to not filming because I didn't have the time or the energy, and then I just like really kept working on the house, and then I've spent a lot of time around the pool. But then I thought for sure I would be able to film last weekend when my I Need a Nude palette came in, but again, the family was being loud, and I did just touch up with my Nars bronzer that is in my panning project. If you missed my update video, I'll leave that down below and up here in the eye in case you're interested. But anyway, yeah, it's just been such a crazy time. So then literally in order to recover mentally after all of that drama that had been going on, plus keep in mind, school had just started. I was like trying to adjust my son and myself into this new routine of school, you know, which was hard to do because he was not having it. And, you know, he's a little bit older now, so it's not like he listens to me when I tell him to go to bed. So there's that. But anyway, yeah, it's been a lot. There's been a lot going on here at my household. Plus I had been doing a little bit of gardening before it just got too hot in the mornings, but like it starts off super, super hot. And I've been to like literally 6 different concerts, some of them out in the heat. So like I just had a whole lot going on in the last 3, almost 4 weeks since I've last seen you. But I'm so happy to get a chance to see you today and catch up with you. And just, I'm sorry, I'm like reaching for all my products while I get my makeup on. But yeah, it's just like, it's really good to sit down and get to chit chat with you and just have a day to get to film. I'm gonna film a couple of videos today. I'm really excited. I have missed filming so much. But in my time away, I've been getting a lot of stuff taken care of, like around my house, decluttering and things like that, and a little bit of cleaning. And I've spent some time by the pool, like almost several times. I've been spending a lot of time by the pool, having a lot of fun, taking my dogs for walks and things like that. So I've been keeping busy. Did I do my other brow? I can't remember. I really don't know. It feels like I did. Now that I put stuff in there, I feel that it's like pretty stiff. Anyways, we're gonna have some kind of intense brows today since I went in with 2 layers of this, but I'm gonna roll with it. Okay. So let me just, what else do I need to do? Oh, highlighter. I have been loving this Rare Beauty highlighter. It actually got me back into highlighter because I've been like, I don't know, where's my one? I've been really working on this one for 2 years, okay? I've been using this one for 2 years. This is in my panning project, and I really like it, but like it's super subtle. It's super, super subtle. Let me see if I can show you this one. From Sonia G, the like the worker, the face worker one or whatever, from the new, I don't even remember what this is called, but from her new release, like this is that brush here. So let's just see what it looks like. But as you can see, it's a little bit more of like a natural, kind of like everyday. You can build it up, but it's I feel like it's more of a mature glam kind of a highlight. You see that? Like you can't really overdo it, okay? Like it's gonna look good no matter what. Let me blend out my blush. Hold on. Blend that back up into the highlight. Okay. Anyway, it's like it's subtle, even though even though it's really beautiful. Sorry, I had a little hair fluff that I had to take off my face. Anyhow, this beams you to outer space. This is an alien slut highlighter to quote our beautiful garbage queen. Okay, this is an alien slut highlighter if I ever saw one, and it got me, woo, look at that. Do you see that? Oh my God, I look like I've been punched by highlight. I'm gonna tone it down, hold on. Anyways, this right here got me back into highlight, and like, I can't highlight enough of my face, let me just tell you. I'm so here for it. It's so fun. It's a little much. I'm gonna tone it down. Let me get my buffer. Ooh, yes. Okay. I went a little crazy, okay? Let me just kind of bring my blush back in. Work it back in. There we go. Okay. There's the base. I didn't even contour my nose. Like, I haven't contoured my nose or anything in so long. I've been kind of just like going chill with the makeup, you know, summer and all that. So let me see, what else do I want to apply? I'm going to, I really don't know what I did with it. I know it's looking at me, there it is. I'm gonna just add a little bit of the Lawless powder because this is such a beautiful like finishing powder. Do you see the pan that I've got going in my Lawless powder? Yeah, but I will say, oh fuck. Okay, try that again. I will say, I feel like this is kind of a softly pressed powder, and that's why it goes away so fast, and that way you go through the product faster, because my CoverGirl powder, oh shit, oh my God, I'm a mess, hold on. My CoverGirl powder did not fluff away that fast, so I feel like this either has a lot more product in the packaging, which I haven't even looked at. It's too hard. It's just too much of a strain on my eyes. Okay, so like I don't even care. But either it has a lot more product in it, or it's just harder pressed, or both. I don't know. But yeah, so there's my take on that. Okay, are we ready for the eye look? I feel like we are. Where are we now in the timeline of crap that I went through? Okay, so then this last week, I was thinking that for sure when my palette arrived, I would be able to film for you, but I couldn't convince my son. I couldn't convince my son to leave me his phone, not even for one day. So, you know, I don't blame him. It's fine. If I really wanted it, I could have put my foot down, but like, no, it's fine, honey. Take your phone. Okay, I'm gonna set my face. This is the last. This is literally all that I have left in setting spray, and it's like a third gone. This is empty. Like, I can't even get this to squirt out. You hear a little something in there, but all that comes out is like big splotches of a couple of little drops in a couple of little areas. So this is empty. But this is still part of what was in there. So this is the tiniest little bit that I have left. Let me set my face, and then I'll move on to the eye look. Okay. Love it. All right, so yeah. Then after that happened, like I spent the last week I decided I didn't even care. I did use the palette several times. Like I've made looks with it all week long, so I've been getting to know the palette. But I decided I didn't even care that I couldn't film a first impressions, which kind of made me a little sad because I love to film first impressions, especially so that I can compare how I feel about it like later on after I've gotten to know the palette even further. But whatever, I just figured F it. I went on and used the palette anyways, and I saw that tons of people have been uploading videos with this palette, so I figured it didn't even matter if I used it or not. I haven't really watched any of the videos on the palette though. Like when a clip will start to play on it or whatever, I X out of it because like I want to share my own thoughts and opinions with you on it. So anyway, where is my other Natasha Denona lip liner? I want to just bring it a little bit more cool tone on the edge. All right. I feel like that was what I was needing. Also, I want to bring the lips a little bit more cool tone. So rather than using Michelle, I'm going to use Noah. There. That's the vibe I was feeling. Where's my gloss? I have been using this, I need a, My Dream. It's the My Dream lip gloss from Natasha Denona. I have been using it so much, and I like it so much that I bought a backup. So I didn't want to run out of it. I didn't know if it would sell out or if it's a limited edition or what. So I bought a backup. So now I'm like free to use this every single day as much as I want. And I know that I'll still have another one. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Yeah. So now I've got two. I'm so excited. So this will be my backup. Okay, let's get on to the eye look. Last night, I wore this palette to go out with my husband for a casual dinner and a movie date. And I did a really pretty smoky eye, like a sparkly smoky eye. And then earlier in the week, I think the very first time I used it, I wore it to a concert. And it was really hot outside, so like I didn't use any of the sparkle because I didn't want that stuff sweating off into my eye. But I made a really beautiful matte look with a little bit of a beautiful satin on the lid. And I really enjoyed that. It lasted really well throughout the whole night despite my face sweating. But my face didn't sweat a whole lot, and that's because the Urban Decay All Nighter literally keeps your face from sweating. Like, it was developed for that, and I can attest that it works. It works really well. Let me just see. Just blend this edge with my concealer brush a little bit. All right. There we go. Okay, let's go into the palette and create a look. Here's what my palette looks like. You can see it has been getting a little bit of use. I haven't touched any of the peachy shades though, so maybe I can try to use some of those today a little bit. I'm gonna start off with, do I want to take it in a peachy direction? I'm going to start off with this lightest matte. This palette doesn't look as cool tone on me as I would like. It is definitely more cool tone for me than the Glam palette, but this also just leans more neutral. I felt like the Glam palette pulled really warm on me, and it just had way too many shimmers for my personal preference. And so I think that's why I didn't really get the use out of that palette that I had anticipated. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see me do any swatches and stuff with the palettes. I know that there's probably like tons of them already online, so I didn't really feel the need to. But yeah, I mean, I'm willing if you want me to. What is going on up there? I don't know what's happening up there in the room above me, so I apologize. They're like moving furniture around and stuff, trying to rearrange. Again, we've been like redecorating the house. Not really redecorating, but just like repurposing rooms and stuff like that. So, you know, things have been in motion around here. I've been keeping really busy, which is nice. Okay, do I want to do a halo eye today? I feel like I do want to. I like this Forever 26 for my halo eye. I'm going to go back into that same light colored matte and start that off just here in the crease, facing this direction. Sounds like somebody's starting to come downstairs even though they're not supposed to. Okay. Oh, no, he's not. He went to the other room to talk to someone else upstairs. Okay. I feel like that's a little bit too light for the inner corner, so I'm going to go on now with this, like, not the dark one yet. I'm going to go in now with this mid-tone one on the edge. And I'm going to just deepen it up a little bit further in. I want to keep the inside of the eye just a little bit brighter. Okay. And last night, the eye look that I created was like really, really dark and intense. I'm going to try to avoid that today, but I am going to smoke it out just a little bit with the deep shade. Just a little bit here on the edge, like a really small amount. Okay. I think that looks good. I feel like I struggled a lot for that. Oh, the biggest part of what happened. Well, it really wasn't the biggest because all that other catastrophic shit was pretty big too. Each week was horrible. So then what happened? My mother gave me, yeah, I got the C virus. I got the CVD virus, if you know what I'm saying. I caught it again, and I believe this was my 4th time. That was my 4th time to have it. So, thankfully, though, I guess I've developed a little bit of an immune because it wasn't super severe. It was just, like, I felt really run down, and I was, of course, trying to avoid being around my family and anybody else. So, like, I was kind of confined to my room, and just, like, I slept a lot. And I had like some congestion and runny nose and stuff. I wasn't super feverish, but like I could tell that I was fighting something. I could taste it in my mouth. And I don't know. Can you taste when you're sick, like in your tongue, like in your throat? I can. I don't know if that's just me, but anyway. Yeah, it was not cool. I was just like, because like literally the day before my mom came down with it, I had called her to go drop something. Oh, I was going to go pick up something. I don't know. And she was like, yeah, come in my house. And I don't normally go into her house anymore. Long story. But anyways, I was like, all right. So I did. And then literally like all she did was get me sick. She literally had like CVD the next day. And I was like, oh my God, Mom, why did you ask me to come in your house? I would have been fine. And yeah. Oh, I actually have the timing of all this off. That was the first week because then I was worried that my son wasn't going to be able to start school. So then I was still like, I think sick and not quite coherent in my right mind totally. As right as that gets. Anyway, I think that I was still like kind of woozy from it all because that was when I crashed into the garage after I had been trying to get the house like put together after I had been down for the count for a few days and I was trying to like get back into the swing of things. And so it was just, yeah, it's just been like a series of one thing after the other after the other. It's been crazy, but of course that's just how life always is, right? Oh, I almost closed it like I was done. Hello, girl, you need to do a shimmer. Okay. Did I say I was going to use the peachy shades? I did, didn't I? Doesn't look like I did though. I feel like I should do a little bit of glitter glue just because it really does make, I'm going to use a little bit of glitter glue because I feel like it really does make the shimmers pop and it just keeps it in place all day, like even when you're in a sweaty environment, which I appreciate because it's still like 108 every single day. Yesterday was 110 degrees. We broke another record here in Texas in my area. So like I want to make sure that my makeup don't sweat off. So I'm going to use this glitter glue here in the middle. Okay, and I want to build the darker shimmer and then put the brighter shimmer in the middle. Whoops, I just lost a lip liner. I'm going to use this shimmer here that I haven't tried yet. So let's just see what that looks like. I'm going to build that up out here. I'm not sure if I like that color very much, but here we are. Now I'm going to put it a little bit on the inner edge too. I feel like I didn't get enough glue there. Ooh, it is kind of pretty, but yeah, I didn't get enough glue on that edge because I had some fallout there. All right, and then for the center, I'm gonna use this like really intense sparkly shade in the middle. It's really beautiful. I just feel like that one has the best tone to go with what I just put down on the edges. Ooh, that looks amazing. Look at that. Ooh. Okay. That's it. I'm going to do that to the other eye, and then we'll come back and do eyeliner and mascara together. Whoa. Okay, there's the eyelids. Let's work on the inner corner. I feel like a matte would be better just so that it doesn't detract from the sparkle in the halo eye. I can just kind of like soften up this edge and bring a little bit of brightness there. Yeah, see, I think that was the perfect little shade. I feel like that was a perfect shade to complete that edge without taking away from what I had going on already. Okay. And I'm gonna put some of that same matte up here. I love that so much. Okay, now the question is, do I want to do a bright waterline or a dark one? I used to always wear black, but lately with like summer and stuff, I've just been wanting to brighten it up a little bit. So I've been using this white shadow stick. I don't know, I think it's called like Arctic or something like that. Anyway, it's from About Face Beauty. It's supposed to be like an eyeshadow liner, like an eyeshadow stick, but I like it for the waterline because as you can see, it's so like fat that it's so fat and soft that it doesn't poke my eye, and I don't have to tug on my eye to put my waterliner on, which I really appreciate. Okay. So there's the waterliner. Now the one thing though about it being so thick is that it does kind of get a little bit too low for my preference. So then what I do is get this little bitty detail brush, and you can either do like I'm gonna go with the gray today because I don't want it to be too smoky because it is like a day look. And it just kind of smokes it out a little bit. I think I do want to do a little bit of the dark one. Yeah, at least on the outer edge. I just like the way that looks a lot better. Perfect. Just going to close the look off with some mascara, and I'll be right back to show you the completed look. Okay, friends, here's the finished look with, ooh, my hair is so frizzy. We've got like hurricanes in the area, so, you know, we've got a hurricane humidity going everywhere, so my hair is showing it because I don't put hair products in it usually. But yeah, so this is the finished look with the I Need a Nude palette. Let me know what you think. I really like this look so much. I've really been enjoying this palette a lot, and I'm getting a lot of use out of it, but I will say that when I first looked at it in person, it was a little bit disappointing to me. For whatever reason, I just didn't expect it to be so warm, like it's got some warmth and neutrals. Like these peaches didn't look so peach in the promo photos to me. So I think I was expecting more like browns or beiges or something in that area. I'm not really sure, but this is just not exactly what I was expecting. So I was a little disappointed when I saw it in person, but that being said, every time that I've used it, I've absolutely loved the looks that I've gotten with it. I still haven't touched those peachy shades. Those are not shades that I tend to gravitate towards in palettes that are cool tone leaning, that have those as like a little pop. I learned that in my Sultry palette, as well as in the Teddy Bear palette, and also in the Makeup by Mario palette. Yeah, so we'll see if I end up using those two shades very much or what I can do with those. I'm going to try to challenge myself to use those next time. But yeah, so let me know what you think of the look that I created. Wait, fix the hair. Let me know what you think of the look that I created. Let me know what you think of the palette. Have you picked this palette up? Is this palette on your wish list? I want to know. Comment down below. Share all the details with me. Yeah, I look forward to reading your comments and catching up with you there. And yeah, that's going to do it for this video. It was really good to hang out with you and get to chit chat with you and just catch up. I hope to be back into the groove of filming again really, really soon. So yeah, so sorry for that unexpected hiatus, but oh, my husband just walked by. Yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to click the thumbs up. It really does help my channel out so much. And make sure you're subscribed so we can hang out again. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.